Well, coming up, we'll have Alan Johnson in the 110-meter hurdle finals, the gold medal winner in Atlanta, and he's on the same road. Track and field Olympic trials final day of competition, and coming up will be the men's 110-meter hurdles featuring Alan Johnson, the medalist in Atlanta, disappointed in Sydney. There's no worries about the A qualifying mark here of 13:55. This is a strong event for the United States, so they have 30 A qualifiers in this event. And the Olympic trials record held by Alan Johnson, and there he is, winner of the gold medal in Atlanta and a rough trip in Sydney.
Absolutely, Tom, and we won't forget that 1996 run to gold in Atlanta, but it was a different story in Sydney. Alan Johnson hitting every hurdle as he came down the track in that Olympic final. He finished in 4th place, just 1 spot out of the medals, and Alan Johnson telling me that coming back to these Olympic trials is about getting back to that final and getting the medal that he missed in Sydney.
Alan looking very focused. It's been revealed in the past few years that he is legally blind in his left eye. Only revealed that recently. That's his former training partner, Terrence Trammell.
And on his left, Terrence Trammell there, the silver medalist from Sydney. And Terrence told me that he keeps his silver medal locked up in a case in his room, and every now and then he goes back and takes a look at it just to remind him of that moment in Sydney.
He's in lane 4. Alan Johnson's in lane 5. And in lane 6, Duane Ross.
Duane Ross and Alan Johnson were bitter competitors through college. Johnson, Carolina Tar Heel, and Ross, a Clemson Tiger. Ross missing his opportunity to go to the games in 2000, and he says he comes into these trials with one mission, and that is to beat Alan Johnson. And you may say he's got the wrong focus. Well, maybe not, because if he beats Alan Johnson, he'll be on his way to Athens.
Top 3 to Athens. False start. It appeared that Arend Watkins came out early, but if you're familiar with the new false start rule in effect worldwide, this will be charged to the entire field after Watkins came out prematurely. Next hurdler that false starts will be disqualified.
Watch these 3 lanes right here. Terrence Trammell on the right in 4, Alan Johnson in the middle in 5, and Duane Ross on the left in 6.
Good start this time. Trammell came away ahead of Johnson. Terrence Trammell is there. Watkins also. Alan Johnson still struggling a bit. Trammell in front. Ross is coming on. Johnson's going to have to get there. It's going to be Trammell, Ross, Johnson.
Wow. There were several things that happened there as Terrence Trammell shows his excitement, a talented young man who has been doubling in the 100 and the 100 hurdles, 110 hurdles, but he decided to focus on the hurdles, and look how it paid off. He wins the Olympic trials. You have to see this finish, though. Terrence Trammell was out of the blocks well, but look at Terrence Trammell now leading the race. There he is coming over the hurdle. Alan Johnson's back here in 3rd. There's the arrow over his head, and he was almost slipping in 4th as Duane Ross to his right is in 2nd, but Alan Johnson makes a great move to secure the 3rd spot, but Terrence Trammell with a great lead and a nice lean and hands up in the air as he wins the Olympic trials.
So Trammell runs a personal best, 13.09, and one of the biggest favorites at these trials, Alan Johnson, can manage only 3rd.
And Terrence Trammell told me before he left his hometown, he went to a case and pulled out a tape, and he watched the Olympic final from Sydney 4 years ago and saw his 3rd place finish, and he said, I want to get back to that, but this time I want the gold medal.
Terrence Trammell from Atlanta, Georgia, and the University of South Carolina will lead the U.S. contingent to Athens in the 110 hurdles. Trammell, personal best, 13.09. Ross, 2nd, and Johnson, 3rd. Bramlett in the toughest spot of all, finishing in 4th place. Trammell, Ross, and Johnson on their way to Athens. Let's go to Bob Newmeyer.
All right, let's bring in Terrence Trammell as the trio of hurdlers congratulate one another. Terrence, silver in Sydney. Is this the year for gold in Athens for you?
Hopefully so. Really, I just want to take this time to thank God because I had a lot of bumps in the road. He stood by me the whole time. And really, all I wanted to do is persevere, make sure I did, what I was capable of doing. So,
see if we can get a word with Duane. Congratulating Terrence. And Duane, let me ask you about the chances of the United States of America going 1, 2, 3 in this event in Athens. Doable?
Do you really have to ask? I mean, what do we have? Six hurdlers ranked top 8 in the world? I mean, man, it's just a question who's going to take the gold. But I'm going to take the gold between you and me.
All right, Duane says it's his goal. I think Alan Johnson might have something to say about that. Alan, I know you had a little friction burn issue in the quarters. Was that a problem for you here this afternoon?
No, not at all. I mean, it just wasn't my best race, but stayed as composed as I possibly could just to get top 3, and I did that. So.
The start an issue for you this afternoon?
No, I probably ran the worst race probably of the whole year. So. Hey, but I made the team, so that's all that matters then.